Well, this just came out and is very disturbing in my opinion. Donald Trump gives the CIA the power to carry out its own drone strikes. New authority sparks fears about accountability, as until now, all lethal remote strikes had to be launched by the military. So, yeah, this is just this is a disaster waiting to happen, in my opinion. Like as if it's not going to be used and abused and misused by the CIA, take out people that, I hate drones to begin with, let alone giving the CIA the power to do it. They don't even have to go through the military, especially when, in light of reports from a couple of years ago, nearly 90% of people killed in recent drone strikes were not the target. So I'll leave this link here. It's from the Huffington Post report. This is the one from the Washington Times. Obama-led drone strikes kill innocents 90% of the time. So now they're just going to give another agency the power to just kill people at will. And this is an excellent, real in-depth report here from The Intercept, the drone papers. I'll leave links to all this in the description. You check this out. It really covers all, like, the whole drone program, how it works, and everything about it. It's really, really, really good. Good reading here to really get a feel for what's really going on with that. Okay, and I'll read this article here for you guys. Not happy with this. This is very disappointing from Trump here. The CIA can now kill potential terror suspects with drone strikes after being granted new powers by President Donald Trump, according to a new report. The new authority, said to have been granted shortly after Mr. Trump's inauguration, takes drone strikes out of the sole control of the military, sparking fears about accountability. Under the drone policy of the Obama admin, the CIA could find a suspect, but the armed forces would carry out the actual strike. Unlike the Pentagon, the CIA does not need to disclose drone strikes or any resulting civilian casualties. Like I said, we just showed you 90% of the people killed in drone strikes are another target, so this is just ripe to be a disaster, in my opinion here. Under the intelligence agency's new powers, a high-level al-Qaeda Syrian leader in Syria, whatever his name is, was killed in Syria in February, unnamed officials told the Wall Street Journal. They said the CIA's new powers could likely be used outside of Syria as well. Of course they will be. Once they get these powers, they never shrink back and don't use them. They always expand them. Of course it's going to be used in countries wherever the hell they feel like it. The CIA, the White House, and the U.S. Department did not immediately respond to requests for comment. There's a lot of problems with the drone program and the targeted killing program, but the CIA should be out of the business of ordering lethal strikes, said Deputy Director of the Washington office of the ACLU, Christopher Anders. That's actually one of the only times I can agree with these clowns over at the ACLU. He said that while the CIA may have a role in determining the location of a strike, that decision on whether to strike or not to strike, and that order should be coming through the military chain of command. No kidding. So there can be accountability, so they can see who authorized it. So if it is a disaster and it's a wedding party or a banquet or something, then they could be able to, like, who authorized it and stuff. So they can just see it's going to be open to be abused and misused. The United States was the first to use unmanned aircraft fitted with missiles to kill militant suspects in the years after the 9/11 attacks in New York and Washington. Strikes by missile-armed Predator and Reaper drones against targets overseas began under former President George Bush and proliferated under Obama, and now they're expanding under Trump. See, this means this bullcrap never ends. We come in, one president hands the reins to the next, and he expands it and makes it more, and thought Obama was bad. Look at Obama. He even said that at least only the military could do it. Now Trump's given authorization to the CIA, just has free reign to just kill people with drones. Like, this is disgusting. During the Obama admin, 563 strikes, largely by drones, targeted Pakistan, Somalia, and Yemen, compared to 57 strikes under George Bush. So people thought Bush was bad. Obama went and made it 10 times as many strikes. And now who knows, Trump will probably surpass that the way it's going to go. According to the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, critics of the targeted drone program question whether the strikes create more militants than they kill. They cite the spread of jihadist organizations and militant attacks throughout the world as evidence that targeted killings may be exacerbating the problem. I agree. There was like a study, I don't know what the chart is right now, there was since 2000, the terrorist attacks are up like 5,000%. It's costed, like almost 2 or 3 million people have died on the war on terror. And it's costed like $5 trillion. Like $5 trillion, 2 to 3 million people dead. And after all of that, terrorism is up 5,000% in like 15 years. So obviously, whatever they're doing is not working. In July, the U.S. government accepted responsibility for inadvertently killing up to 116 civilians in strikes in countries where America is not even at war. And that number is a fraction of those recorded by the human rights organizations. All right, everybody, let me know what you think about this. Please like, comment below, and share this video if you feel it's important, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.